welcome to the 2024 commencement ceremony for New Tech High at Coppell. Today we gather to honor the remarkable achievements of our learners, express gratitude for those who have steadfastly supported and encouraged them throughout their educational journey, and extend our heartfelt wishes for their continued success as they fearlessly embark on their next chapter. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, I'm thrilled to extend a warm welcome and celebrate the New Tech High at Coppell class of 2024. To commence our ceremony, please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance led by Hannah Tababa, the President of our National Honor Society, and following the pledge, we will be treated to a heartfelt welcome address by Abby Thurgood, our esteemed networking team captain president. Let's cherish this moment, celebrate our graduates, and I look forward to the bright futures that await them.
Well, everyone's already standing. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing while the Coppell High School Band, led by Ms. Kim Shuttlesworth, and the Coppell High School Madrigals, led by Bona Kugel, perform the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Welcome to graduation, class of 2024. Thinking back on everything we've accomplished the last 4 years and looking at us all in our caps and gowns makes me so excited to finally be able to say that we made it to the end together. To say that our time at New Tech has been an adventure is an understatement. Our first steps into high school were over Zoom and on Schoology, two things I'm sure many of us have tried to permanently forget. While being able to take a quick nap during Miss Reese's 15-minute break for outside time and binge-watching various Netflix shows whilst doing classwork was certainly a unique experience, it took a lot of trust in what was to come as we made the choice to stay at New Tech for the coming years. Little did our rookie selves know that we just had to make it through that roller coaster of a year to be able to experience our high school careers to the fullest. I know not everyone here is as sentimental as I am, so I won't bore you by going into detail about the past 4 years of our lives. And if any of y'all can't remember anything from that time, I'm sure I have a picture of you working on the corner couch in the media center or playing volleyball in the gym when you were definitely supposed to be in class. Instead, I'll take us back to sophomore year for just a quick second. There is no doubt that our class has a special connection to Mr. Volker. While I don't know if it was his charming personality or past bodybuilder endeavors, the one thing that our class could always agree on was how cool he was. This resulted in many forms of heckling, but the hashtag no context AP Volker quote board definitely took the spot for the most memorable. While I'm sure Volker would love it if I went through and discussed each of the equally hilarious but also mildly questionable one-liners he said whilst teaching us world history, I'll instead leave you with the two overall takeaways. One, it is completely okay to gossip about the people in history books as if they go to high school with you. And two, Genghis Khan was a big baddie. I mention this board not only because I consider it one of our biggest accomplishments on campus, but because this compilation of wildly out of context quotes created a bond between us, no matter what class period or social circle we were a part of outside of Volker's classroom. As I look back on the past 4 years, it's hard to believe the impact New Tech has had all of us in such a short period of time. The experiences I have had as a student here have taught me lessons that I am grateful to know now. As we prepare to take the next steps into this new time in life, it is important to not only look forward to what is ahead, but also remember the things we've learned along the way. 1, take the opportunities you are given. Whether that was signing up to announce at the other classmen awards so that it was socially acceptable to make a dig at our facilitators, or applying to be a part of a leadership organization, there was no deficit of things provided by New Tech to give us new knowledge or hands-on experience we wouldn't necessarily have access to anywhere else. You may not see it now, but New Tech has equipped us with skills that will be helpful throughout our whole lives. It may seem like a scary step at first, but it is important to continuously make the effort to work on bettering ourselves. 2, pursue your passions. I know I'm not alone in saying that I was able to find things that I am passionate about whilst here at New Tech. While learning how to work a camera or crafting model airplanes is not going to be as easily accessible outside of high school, continue to try new things and cultivate the passions you have now. Seek to find things that will bring you joy and be constant no matter what is happening in your life. And 3, life is not easy. I would be lying if I walked on this stage and talked about how easy high school has been for me the past 4 years. Unfortunately, as hard as we think life is walking out of the doors of New Tech, it's not going to get any easier from here. Luckily, you're not alone. Looking back at how I felt walking in the first day of sophomore year to where I am now, I am able to see how much the support and love I received while at New Tech has helped me grow as a person. New Tech has become my family away from home, and I'm sure many of you feel the same. If you only remember one thing I've said today, let it be that the way you make others feel and the connections you create with the people around you are so incredibly important. I urge you to continue to create those genuine connections everywhere you go. As we walk away from the relationships we made while at New Tech, it's going to be scary. Remember that you are loved and you are worth it. The people around you have shown you the respect, the support, and the love that you deserve to receive. Do not let anyone show you anything less than that. Although this is the beginning of many new adventures, remember to cherish the laughs, the cries, the memories, and the relationships that you have experienced here. They have made us a family and are the reason it's so hard to say goodbye today. To my friends and family, thank you for always being there for me. It has been an absolutely wild 4 years, and I wouldn't have made it to this spot without your constant support and love. To Volker, thank you for letting me come and cry in your room when I was sad, and for your quiet chuckles that always made me feel at least a little bit better, and for ditching me to be the AP instead of my networking facilitator. To Broad Street and Vasquez, thank you for your constant support through all my endeavors, for believing in me more than I believed in myself, and for always being up to gossip during class. In the words of Hannah Montana, I'm so thankful for the moments, so glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph, and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you. I'm immensely proud of not only everyone walking this stage, but those of you here who will walk the stage in the years to come. Thank you for taking and putting my shoes in the ceiling, for using my forehead to constantly humble me, and for creating a place where I felt like I truly belonged. I have loved being your NTC president this year. Happy graduation.
and to recognize the unwavering support that has brought them to this point. As we reflect on the journey of the class of 2024, we are filled with immense pride. These graduates have not only excelled academically, but have also left an indelible mark on our school and our community. Their dedication, resilience, and commitment to making a positive impact on the world have been nothing short of inspiring. At New Tech High at Coppell, our mission is clear: to empower learners. We believe in fostering a passion-driven education where students collaborate, innovate, and tackle real-world challenges. The graduates before us today embody this mission. They've embraced their passions, worked tirelessly, and demonstrated leadership within our community. The class began their high school journey amidst an unprecedented challenges, the global pandemic. Yet they adapted, persevered, and became masters of remote learning. Their smiles, laughter, and dances when they returned echoed through our hallways, reminding us that joy can thrive even in difficult times. Graduation is not just about individual accomplishments. It's a celebration of collective effort. To the parents who stood by their children's side, providing unwavering support, we express our deepest gratitude. Choosing New Tech High at Coppell was not just an individual commitment. It was a commitment made by families, a shared investment in the future. Our school district, Coppell ISD, is fortunate to have a community that rallies behind its learners. Our dedicated school board members, please stand and be recognized when I call your name. Ms. Nicole Bentley. Mr. Anthony Hill. Mr. Jobby Matthews. Mrs. Rana Raval. And Mrs. Lee Walker. We also want to honor our trustees who were not able to join us. Mr. Manish Sethi. And Mr. David Cavanis. We're fortunate to have a board of trustees that volunteer countless hours to ensure our educators and students thrive. We also recognize the leadership of our central office staff. Superintendent, Dr. Brad Hunt. Assistant Superintendent, Ms. Kristen Eichel. Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Angie Brooks. Chief Communications Officer, Mrs. Angela Brown. And Chief Operations Officer, Mr. Chris Trotter. Their commitment to excellence has shaped the educational landscape for our graduates. Gratitude and appreciation. Lastly, a heartfelt thank you to the staff of Coppell High School and our facilities team. Their tireless efforts ensured that this venue stands ready for today's celebration. And let us not forget Mr. Jerry Miller, our fine arts coordinator, whose vision and dedication made both high school graduations possible. Congratulations, class of 2024. May your futures always be bright as the smiles that lit up those hallways. And now I'll introduce our madrigals to perform for us.
In a time full of war, be peace. In a time full of doubt, just believe. Yeah, there ain't that much difference between you and me. wrong, make it right. Don't hide in the dark, you were born to shine. In a world full of hate, be a light. La la la, la la la. In a place that needs change, make a difference. In a time full of noise, just listen. 'Cause life is but a breeze, better live it. In a place that needs a change, make a difference. Make a difference now. In a world full of hate, be a light. When you do somebody wrong, make it right. Oh, don't hide in the dark, you were born to shine. In a world full of hate, be a light. La 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 la. Don't hide. La 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 la. In a race that you can't win, slow it down. Yeah, you only get one go round. 'Cause the finish line is 6 feet in the ground. In a race you can't win, just slow it down. In a world full of hate, be a light. When you do somebody wrong, make it right. Don't hide in the dark, you were born to shine. In a world full of hate, be a light. Yeah, it's hard to live just imagine. In a world full of hate, be a light.
Our keynote speaker was chosen by the senior class of 2024 for his unwavering support of learners, both in the classroom and as an assistant principal. He's already been discussed quite a bit this evening. Class of 2024, here's the one and only, your AP and mine, Mr. Volker.
I got to figure out where I am. There we go. Well, thank you, Dr. Hunt, Coppell ISD administration, members of the Board of Trustees, esteemed colleagues, parents, guests, and last but certainly not least, the class of 2024. So I want to express my deep appreciation to our graduates for bestowing me the honor of delivering their commencement address. This invitation holds a special significance as it may be the first time that an assistant principal has been given the opportunity to deliver such a thing. It really demonstrates a strange amount of respect and trust that you guys have in me. So I find it incredibly humbling, mainly when reflecting on the fact that I'm reminded some of you not too long ago to wake up and get to class. So it was 2 years ago, I stood at the head of a classroom teaching world history to some eager students who have since become these remarkable individuals. And after I became your assistant principal, you've always asked me, Mr. Volker, do you miss being in the classroom? And I respond, absolutely, I miss it. I long for the vibrant energy and enthusiasm that you guys brought to class every day, and the enduring memories you created in my classroom. Abby, you mentioned some of those, out of context quote wall. But mostly I miss having a captivated audience. You guys aren't going anywhere. I got ya for about another 5 minutes. So now that you have listened, not that you listened to any of those stories, but I digress. So today I invite you to join me again in my classroom, and I'll impart some timeless wisdom and historical insight. And I'll strive to keep this lecture brief and hopefully unforgettable. So our first lesson from history is to embrace the diversity of ideas. This concept might be best exemplified by President Lincoln's cabinet during the Civil War. Abraham Lincoln assembled a diverse group of individuals in his cabinet, including some of his political rivals. This diversity was intentional and aimed at bringing together different viewpoints and expertise to help address the country's challenges. Lincoln appointed William Seward Secretary of State, previously his opponent in the 1860 Republican presidential nomination. Salmon P. Chase, who had also vied for the Republican nomination, became the Secretary of Treasury. The cabinet also included individuals from different geographic regions and with varying political affiliations. Imagine that today. So the diversity of Lincoln's cabinet allowed for a wide range of perspectives and ideas, ultimately contributing to the Union's success during the war. And despite their differences, the members of Lincoln's cabinet could work together effectively, demonstrating the power of collaboration and diversity in achieving common goals. This approach is a timeless example of embracing diverse viewpoints and experiences in decision-making. The next lesson from history is a powerful call to action. Don't be afraid to challenge the status quo. The most influential change makers in the world rarely followed the crowd. Let's take a moment to be inspired by Mahatma Gandhi and his followers during the Salt March of 1930. They defied the salt tax imposed by the British by marching to the sea to make their salt. This act of civil disobedience sparked many protests across India and ultimately helped change the course of history. It's a lesson that is as relevant today as it was then, and one that I urge you to carry with you as you embark on your future, knowing that your actions, no matter how small, can make a significant difference. Your last historical lesson: always be resilient in the face of challenges. During World War II, Winston Churchill exemplified extraordinary resilience in leading the United Kingdom through one of its most challenging periods. Churchill's unwavering determination and strategic leadership during the Battle of Britain in 1940 inspired the British people in the face of overwhelming odds and constant bombardment. And despite internal political turmoil and war fatigue, Churchill navigated wartime politics and maintained the unity of the British people, earning their loyalty and respect. His resilience played a crucial role in shaping the outcome of the war and securing the freedom of the United Kingdom. So as we face future uncertainties, let us remember Churchill's resilience and strive to embody it in our lives, knowing that it can shape our destinies. So as you reflect on your time at New Tech, remember how it helped equip you for these types of challenges. Throughout your time here, you have had the opportunity to cultivate a wide range of qualities that will serve you well in the future. Your experiences and activities such as Slamming for a Cause and Flex Fridays have exposed you to various cultures, ideas, and perspectives, emphasizing diversity's immense value and collaboration's power towards shared objectives. The project-based learning environment has fostered a culture of critical thinking, encouraging you to challenge conventional norms, advocate for your beliefs, and solve real-world issues, ultimately demonstrating the importance of independent thought. And in facing various trials and obstacles, capstone mainly, you have honed the invaluable skill of resilience, enabling you to rebound from setbacks, learn from failures, and persist in adversity. Your time here has undoubtedly given you the tools to contribute to a promising and impactful future. And lastly, remember the importance of staying connected to one another. Your family and friends have played a crucial role in providing support and strength during your time here. Cherish those relationships. Stay in touch with your loved ones and draw strength from the bonds you share. This sense of unity and belonging will provide comfort and inspiration as you navigate the next chapter of your life. New Tech graduates of 2024, as I stand here today, I am not just an assistant principal, but a proud witness of your journey. I am extraordinarily proud of your accomplishments and look forward to seeing where life will take you next. Thank you, and take it easy.
There's one thing in the world I know that is true. It's if you put a microphone in front of Mr. Volker, he's going to teach you history. For sure. I've truly enjoyed getting to know this year's valedictorian and salutatorian. They each have pursued academic excellence while also finding other arenas to shine. At this time, please help me welcome the class of 2024 salutatorian, Tejas Bhatia.
All of you on our New Tech journey and how it has specifically shaped me into a strong individual who has simultaneously realized the importance of finding and accepting one's sense of self and individuality. And as we prepare to leave our lives at New Tech behind, I'd like to mention one of my favorite chapter-turning quotes. In the wise words of history's greatest attorney, Elle Woods, by the way, "It is with passion, courage of conviction, and strong sense of self that we take our next steps into the world." So today, I'd like to talk to all of you about these three things, but mainly focus on our strong sense of self that we've developed through our time at New Tech. However, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention how difficult this journey has been for me personally. Throughout high school, I've always looked toward affirmation from others to understand that I'm on the right path. Whether it be the countless group projects or class discussions that we've partaked in, I actively sought reassurance from those around me that I was doing great, or that the work I had done was perfect, or in true New Tech fashion, that I had met the advanced section of the rubric. The best way to explain it is that I was trying too hard to get full points on the non-existent agency grade my brain had assigned to my conscious self. Throughout the past years, as the stress that came with college applications and personal dilemmas intensified, I relied even more on my surroundings to tell me that I was doing great, that everything would be okay, and that at the end of the day, everything would work out. But crucially, I didn't believe this for myself. I just needed someone to affirm and conceptualize these ideas for me, when, surprise, surprise, that's probably not helpful. As I reflect on this, I've learned that you can't rely on the affirmation and assurance of others to know that you're on the right path. You have to know that and do that for yourself. Simply looking for affirmation isn't enough, and you have to feel it within yourself by having faith in your capabilities and efforts because you can do it. And having this faith will be your biggest aid during the most difficult periods in your life. Furthermore, achieving this sense of self has resulted in a personal battle with boundaries and standards for me. All too often, I felt like I restricted my individuality by focusing too much on the perceptions of those around me. Even the most basic elements of my personality are met with internalized criticisms in my brain, reminding me to remember what others would think of me and my actions. Academically and professionally, there have been times when I've doubted my future plans and passions for studying law and criminal justice due to the expectations of those around me. However, I want all of you to realize, and probably me because I doubt myself a lot like this, that ultimately, you get to define success for yourself. You don't have to conform to the expectations and standards that others set for you through their limited understanding of who you are. After all, we are all incredibly unique in our own ways, and who we present to those around us is often an inadequate representation of who we truly are. As you move on to this new phase of your life, I hope that you will consider the boundaries and standards that you have set for yourself during your time at New Tech, whether they be high or low, and the boundaries and standards that you will set for yourself in the future to become the kind of person who you want to be. And lastly, our individualities are rooted in the communities in which they are built, and these communities reinforce our sense of self while supporting all of our endeavors. I am proud to say that the person I am today, standing in front of you delivering this address, is the person that is a proud member and product of the New Tech community. As cheesy as it sounds, I've never felt so at home in a learning environment than I have here at New Tech. New Tech's project-based learning and small classroom environments reinvigorated my curiosity, and its emphasis on leadership and community empowerment formed me into a confident and caring, upstanding citizen who's now ready to make his mark on the world. However, more than anything, New Tech was my home, my safe space, my comfort zone that was filled with friends and faculty who became my second family and will always be a family in my heart. My New Tech family was there to support me during the toughest of my personal and professional experiences, and I'll never forget the unconditional love and support that I felt in these hallowed halls. As we leave New Tech, I encourage you all to keep finding communities that stand by you during your lowest and highest moments while constantly motivating you to be the best version of yourself possible. The feeling of support from the communities you find now and in the future during your successes and failures will truly be the greatest feeling in the world. I know I can definitely attest to that. However, I don't think it would be appropriate for me to discuss my individuality and sense of self without thanking those who've been formative in their development. Mr. Broadstreet, Ms. Beatty, and Mr. Hufford, thank you for the opportunity to join LLC. My high school experience wouldn't have been complete without the jolliness of Secret Santa, the excitement at the Mavs games, and the chaos in planning Spring Fling and Haunted House. Mrs. Boyd, I know I've said this to you a lot, but your class and Model UN have completely changed my perspective on the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your tireless dedication to providing your students with the opportunities to understand how they can alleviate global injustices. You truly are a monumental individual. Sorry, that's the last time I'll use that pun. Ms. Spence, Ms. Gibson, Mr. Uglo, and Mr. Volker, your classes in particular sparked my curiosity in understanding the nuances of history, English, and social justice. Thank you for pushing me and motivating me to study my passions and apply them to the world. Also, to say that my high school experience was an adventure of a lifetime would be an understatement. And this excitement is traced to my closest friends, who've never left my side and exemplify what true friendship really means. To Sarah, Lily, Hannah, John, and Sampata, thank you all for the unconditional support and endless laughter. And to you, Sarah, I honestly don't know what I would do without you. Thank you for being the person who I could share anything and everything with. To Angie, Kushi, Vishwas, and Huzefa, thank you for pushing me to be the best leader and happiest person I can be each day. I'll miss you guys. Finally, to my family. Firstly, to my grandma, my nani. Thank you for teaching me how positivity can carry us through difficult times in life. I'm so grateful to have you in my life, and your spirit inspires me daily. To my sisters, Anshita and Dia, thank you for being the best role models, and to Dia in particular for inspiring me to reach for the stars and believe in myself. To my mom and dad, thank you for your inspiring work ethic and tireless efforts in moving our family to the United States. But the person I want to thank today the most is my mom. My mom, if you don't know her, has a heart of gold and a vibrantly positive energy that always cheers me up even in the roughest of days. Mom, you're more resilient than anyone I know, and I'll never forget your endless dedication to protect us. You mean the world to me, and I love you. To the class of 2024, while our New Tech experiences weren't always perfect, I do think that we've begun to feel content with who we are, who we've become, and who we want to be in the future. Our sense of self isn't complete without going out into the world and exploring the endless possibilities that are currently calling our name. Most importantly, we must remember that we have a deeper purpose than we often realize. Our world currently faces unprecedented crises, and while we may think that they don't affect us, these geopolitical issues are impacting the foundation of the civil liberties that we often take for granted sitting in this room today, especially. So, class of 2024, I couldn't have chosen a better group to be with, and I know you guys are capable of everything and anything that you wish to be. I urge you to continue exploring your individualities, continue understanding who you are, and most importantly and ultimately, continue to have that strong sense of self that you have so that you can make a lasting, positive impact on our world. I love you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Tejas. The New Tech High at Coppell class of 2024 valedictorian is Sarah Myers.
afternoon, class, faculty, friends, and family. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to speak to you all today and remember the last 4 years we've spent together at New Tech. From bonding over weekly biodexes to creating monster myths to our Mongol debate, by the way, we still don't know who won, to reading The Great Gatsby, debates in Miss Beatty's class, and completing college applications, it's been a crazy few years. Even if there were parts of the past 4 years that were hard, disappointing, or maybe deviated from the plans we had all laid out in our minds, it was those times that I personally learned from the most. I like to think of the past 4 years here at New Tech as the best production I've ever been a part of. To fully explain what I mean and reflect on our 4 years together, I need to give you a little bit of background. As a stage manager, it's my job to organize and document every part of the production process, literally anything you can think of. However, the important thing you need to know is that my documentation is broken up into 4 sections: pre-production, rehearsal, production, and post-production. I reflect on our time here at New Tech in a similar way. First, you have pre-production. In this part of the process, you're planning, meeting the production team, and laying down the groundwork. And our pre-production was freshman year. We first met our facilitators who would become our directors. They taught us the vision of project-based learning, providing cues and directions that enabled us to navigate complex projects and social contracts. Our freshman year laid the groundwork for what our time at New Tech would be like, whether it was bonding with those facilitators, meeting each other, joining clubs, or exploring our favorite Flex Friday sessions. But rehearsals are where the hard work happens, the practice and the preparation. Those rehearsals for us were the past 3 years together. Throughout the past 3 years, we learned to engage in collaborative projects that demanded creativity, problem solving, and resilience. Rehearsals are rarely smooth, trust me. We learned, grew, stumbled, and increased in confidence, ultimately picking ourselves back up again, readying for the big performance. Each of us played a part, and each brought different strengths and talents to the process. Throughout this rehearsal process, we have both been the writers and performers of our narrative. Our projects were not mere assignments, but contributed to the grand narrative of our education. And finally, the production, the show. Today, we have shared the stage through countless acts, from the exhilarating highs of successful projects to the challenging lows of late-night work sessions. We have learned to collaborate, to adapt, and to persevere through personal and educational struggles. And now that work has created this, our graduation, our show. And after today, we embark on the post-production journey, in life after high school. As we move into the next act of our lives, let us carry forward the lessons we have learned here. We are equipped with the skills to write our own scripts, to direct our own narratives, and to shine in whatever roles we choose. The world beyond this stage is vast and full of opportunities. Let us embrace it with the same enthusiasm and determination that we have demonstrated here at New Tech. I would like to leave you with some of the lessons that I've taken from this production journey. I recently went to my elementary school reunion where they gave us back a learner interest inventory that we completed in 5th grade. And on the paper I wrote, my favorite subject is math, my least favorite subject is I like all of the subjects. I really don't like to leave school. I really like to clean and organize. I hate recess. Knowing this about me, it makes sense that I started freshman year with big expectations for myself and how high school would play out. Standing here now, I can say that pretty much nothing went according to plan. And that's not to say that my high school experience wasn't good, because just as New Tech probably influenced a lot of you, it has shaped me from the quiet freshman who sat alone at an isolated desk in Miss Bence's class to the person I am standing here today. It's just to say that, well, I learned and am still learning that the idea of perfection just simply doesn't exist. It's impossible to achieve. It didn't matter how much I did in the pre-production, throughout the rehearsal process, things were bound to change. Perfectionism focuses only on the outcome, and it leaves no room to feel positive about it. Life is about its curves and twists and surprises. It's about the beauty in the process. And what I've learned is that unfortunately, most of life is out of our control, and no matter how hard you try to control it, it's just not going to work. That's a really scary concept to me, and maybe a lot of you, and it's something I only faced with the community around me. Throughout high school, I struggled to find my community and who I wanted to be, partly because I really wanted to fit in. I really wanted to be liked. I didn't want to make mistakes, and most of all, I was terrified of judgment. As a result, there were a lot of risks I didn't take and a lot of things I wish I had done. I'd be lying if I said I'm not any of these things anymore. But slowly, over the past 4 years, I found who I want to be. It is here at New Tech that I have cultivated my voice and found the confidence to be myself. Our unique voices make us who we are. It represents your values, your expression, your strengths, your weaknesses. Nobody else is you. Embrace what makes you different. Your unique voice allows you to stand up and be heard by yourself and then by others. As I found who I wanted to be, New Tech taught me to use my voice for others. Whether it was checking in on a group member, doing a service project, or helping underclassmen in networking, New Tech taught us to build communities with confidence and empathy. I urge you all to be who you are and use who you are now for the people around you. Be compassionate, be open-hearted, and build people up. Just as I've changed since 5th grade, I actually did like recess, by the way. I don't know who I'll become in the future. I just want everyone to remember that your self-worth does not lie in your accomplishments, nor is it diminished when you make mistakes. Celebrate yourself triumphantly and live your authentic life. And now, as the curtains draw closed, I have to acknowledge the people who made it all happen for me. To the Cowboy Theater Company, thank you for everything. I will miss all of you so greatly, and I cannot express how much this department has meant to me. I've loved being your stage manager for the past 4 years. I will miss even the 12-hour rehearsal days, the late nights spent updating cues, the hundreds of conflict emails that will continually flood my inbox, and even the panic when the booth lights turned on in the middle of Mamma Mia. And if any of you received a rehearsal report, line notes, production meeting notes, or show reports from me at 2 or 3 in the morning, no you didn't, because I definitely sent them all out at a reasonable time. This department has truly been a safe space for me, and I was only met with support in my endeavors. Thank you for helping me use my voice, and continue to welcome people into the department with open arms. Sid, thank you for being the best co-vice president I could ever ask for. Isaac, thank you for teaching me how to use sarcasm. And Chloe, thank you for getting me out of my house, laughing with me in any way possible, and continually blasting music 24/7. So for one last time, I remind you to please be quiet backstage and ask, have you signed in yet? I'd like to thank my parents. Thank you for your endless support and for making me believe from a young age that I can achieve anything I put my mind to. Lauren and Anna, thank you for being the best siblings ever and for always being there for me when things got hard. And Lauren, thank you for doing it first. Abby, even if it was when we were 5 years old, thank you for being the first friend I ever made. Lily, Tejas, Hannah, and John, thank you for helping me have the courage to be myself and for acting as my ultimate hype people. Thank you for helping me face my fears and teaching me it's okay to have fun. Tejas, thank you for always being there. I couldn't be here without you. And I have to thank the people who kept this production running. To the faculty of New Tech, thank you for everything you have done for us. Thank you for pushing us when we needed it, for your understanding, and for your genuine care. Thank you for making New Tech a community and helping us all make the most out of our time here. Ms. Benz, thank you for all of your support and for letting me eat lunch in your room. Ms. Bilbray, thank you for teaching AP Chemistry, a class that literally inspired my future education. Ms. Howard, Ms. Gibson, Mr. Porzio, and Mr. Volker, thank you for making my academic journey what it was. And to the facilitators of every networking I was in, thank you for making the rehearsal times easier. And thank you, class of 2024. So much of me is made of what I learned from you. Just remember that no one gets to define the life you're meant to live but you. Keep dreaming, keep believing, and keep going, because it's not about where we are, but where we'll go from here. And because, if you couldn't tell, I'm a true theater kid at heart, I must leave you with the words of Stephen Sondheim. Here's where we end and begin. It's our time. Breathe it in. Worlds to change and worlds to win. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sarah. Good afternoon. As the counselor of New Tech at Coppell, it has been my honor and privilege to get to know and work with the class of 2024. As we begin the presentation of the candidates of the class of 2024, we would like to recognize those that have participated in service and honor organizations. I ask that the learners stand to be recognized when I call their organizations. National Honor Society. These members are recognized by the White Stole. National Honor Society officers are recognized by the White Stole and Royal Blue and Gold cords. Yearbook. Yearbook members are recognized by the teal cords. Fuse. Fuse members are recognized by the gray cords. DECA. DECA members are recognized by the royal blue and white cords. Learner Leadership Council. These members are recognized by the purple cords. Network Team Captain. These members are recognized by the Kelly Green cords. First Tech Challenge. These members are recognized by the blue, red, and white cords. Model United Nations. These members are recognized by the powder blue and white cords. New Tech Scholars. If you have on the red medal, These are recognized by a red and gold medallion for completing a minimum of 30 community service hours and 25 job shadowing hours. The learners ranking in the top 10% of their class are recognized by the red honor sashes. Finally, the entire senior class is wearing black and silver cords to serve as recognition for working together to raise money for their senior charity, the American Red Cross. Congratulations to you all, and I love each and every one of you.
All right, don't get too comfortable in the chairs. Class of 2024, please stand up. Dr. Hunt, CISD Board of Trustees, it is my honor to present to you the New Tech High at Coppell, Class of 2024, candidates for graduation. In addition to meeting state requirements for graduation, these graduates have also earned the distinction of being New Tech High at Coppell graduates through their hours of service, completion of capstone, and job exploration opportunities.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. It is my honor on behalf of the Coppell ISD Board of Trustees to receive these learners as the class of 2024 as candidates for graduation. Therefore, by the authority invested in me by the Texas Education Agency and the Coppell Independent School District, I certify these candidates as graduates of New Tech High at Coppell with all the rights, privileges, and honors this diploma signifies.
Learners, please be seated. I now invite Mr. Darrell Lee, the instructional coach at New Tech High at Coppell, to the podium to announce the graduates of the class of 2024.
It is with the greatest honor I introduce the graduating class of 2024, beginning with the top 10%. Sarah Louise Myers. Tejas Bhatia. Aditya Iyer. Madison Lynn Wells. Manas Rastogi. Hannah Lee Tababa. Landry Noel Abercrombie. Lydia Jane Chinham. Ruby Michelle On. Abhinav Taran Allah. Om Kapil Upshankar. Luis Alejandro Arrocha Navarro. Brianna Elizabeth Badillo. Aaronveer Singh Baines. Gabriel Ignacio Baquero Landazuri. Carson Riley Bayer. Madison Kirsten Bounds. Joshua David Brame. Madeline Sophia Brainerd. Eloanne Bristeel. Garrett John Campbell. Daniel Raymond Case. Isaiah Miles Chen. Gabriel Dean Conley. Anne Elizabeth Cooper. Jackson Reese de Leon. Riley James de Leon. Luke William Fewer. Joshua Michael Gandy. Ahmad Sadiq Gill. Ethan Robert Hartz. Lillian Jane Hess. Isabel Sarita Hewitt. Bren Glenn Hughes. Aliyah Amira Ibrahim. Brendan Scott Johnson. Preston Cole Johnson. Jackson Roger Johnstone. Anushka Concherla. Sharia Keshri. Risha Kunal Kulkarni. Trevor Lane Libano. Ian Chung Lira. Maya Alicia Martinez. Landon Lee Mathis. Hunter Cole McMullen. Benedict Alexander Mendola. John Charles Millman. Ava Lynn Milton. Ayan Ali Muhammad. Satvik Narella. Wanne Joseph Odunze. Victoria Rose Osmond. Pardiv Parmulapati. Adrian Cardosa Paniagua. Georgia Blaine Pannell Miller. Zane J. Patel. Ethan Andrew Paul. Jackson Wade Perkins. Michelle Iridea Raj. Jenna Louisa Roberts. Grace Marie Rothy. Nandita Sanjay. Ryan Gregory Santos. Audrey Roma Sharkey. Diva Sharma. Siddhant Santosh Shalar. Cooper James Schultz. Aaron Elias Simula. Harper Scott Snyder. Sophia Adeline Marie Stewart. Corbin Oliver Sykes. Abigail Thurgood. Ziep Gok Tron. Carter Dane White. And Jace Gordon Wilson. One more round of applause, please. And the remaining graduates can please have a seat. To share some final words to the class of 2023, please welcome our Learner Leadership Council President, Gabriel Ignacio Baquero Landazuri, to the podium.
Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, teachers, family, and my fellow graduates, it is with a mix of emotions that I stand before you today. Sad to be leaving this incredible journey of high school behind, but also profound fulfillment, gratitude, and excitement for the bright future that lies ahead of each and every one of us. I wouldn't be standing here if it weren't for my family and friends. Ustedes han sido la mayor inspiración de mi vida. No estaría aquí si no fuera por su apoyo constante durante estos últimos años. Los quiero y extraño mucho. To my family, thank you for your unconditional love, your guidance, and for always believing in me, even when I doubted myself. And to my friends, you have made this experience truly unforgettable. The countless laughs we've shared, the struggles we overcome together, and the memories we've created will forever be engraved in my heart. The graduating class of 2024 has had a unique experience. Some of us call ourselves the COVID class. Names matter, and I don't love that name, but I understand it. As freshmen, our first few weeks of high school, considered to be the worst 4 years of public education, were derailed as we were forced to stay at home and begin our classes virtually over Zoom. It made it difficult to bond with classmates and teachers or to get fully immersed in the classes that we were taking. Even when we were able to return back to New Tech, the experience was anything but normal. Yet, despite these challenges, we persevered. We adapted to the new normal, finding ways to connect and support each and everyone, even when we were physically apart. And through it all, we learned invaluable lessons about resilience, flexibility, and the power of community. But as things always do, it got better over time. As COVID eased, we were able to experience what New Tech is all about, building a community, a second family. New Tech really became my second home once I joined LLC. Being able to experience and plan events such as Haunted House, Spring Fling, and many more events that make New Tech unique. My high school experience was also enriched by the extracurricular activities that I took part in. DECA, Model United Nations, and Student Council. These clubs taught me valuable skills like public speaking, leadership, and collaboration. But more importantly, they connected me with incredible individuals who shared my passions and drove me to be better. The friendships I formed and the experiences we had together, from having to share a room with Manas, Adi, and Cooper, to organizing Spring Fling and Haunted House Party, are some of my most treasured memories. The journey through high school has been filled with both highs and lows. We faced challenges, overcome obstacles, and celebrated successes. Each experience has contributed to our growth and development. We have learned the value of hard work, perseverance, and resilience. These qualities will serve us well as we move on to the next chapter of our lives. To the people that are living with me, I'm extremely happy for you and wish you the best of luck for the future. For the friends I'm leaving behind, I'm sorry. I will truly miss each and every one of you, and good luck with everything. I know it feels like we're saying goodbye, but we'll carry a piece of each other into everything that we do next, to remind us of who we are and who we're meant to be. I've had a great 4 years with you, and I'll miss you all very much. To my LLCs, shout out to the ones who are here volunteering their time or the ones in the audience. Thank you for allowing me to be your president this year. I'm really proud of you. You guys have worked tirelessly to plan and run so many great events. Angie and Vishwas, I hope you have a great time leading this amazing group of individuals. I would encourage everyone to embrace the countless opportunities and challenges that present themselves along the way. The best friendships and memories come unexpectedly. Some don't go through high school just looking at grades and tests. Look at it through a wide lens and cultivate important life skills, create friendships that will last a lifetime, and don't forget to have fun. Looking back, it's amazing to see how much we've grown and changed over the past few years. We've transformed from nervous freshmen into confident seniors ready to take on the world. This transformation wouldn't have been possible without the support and encouragement of our families, friends, and teachers. They have been our cheerleaders, pushing us to reach our full potential and supporting us every step of the way. As we prepare to embark on new adventures, whether it's college, the workforce, the military, or a gap year, let us not forget the lessons we've learned and the bonds we forged here. Holding on to the memories, the laughter, and the friendships we've made our high school experience truly special. Thank you for allowing me to lead LLC, represent NewTech, and play a pivotal role in many of my peers and underclassmen's life. I will always look back on NewTech as a chapter of my life that I've enjoyed, learned, and matured as a person. Good luck. I'm excited to see what each and every one of you is going to accomplish. And like Mr. Worldwide once said, this is for everybody going through tough times. Believe me, been there, done that. But every day above ground is a great day. Remember that. Thank you.
All right, it's time. May I present the 2024 graduates of NewTech High School at Coppell. Yes. Graduates, please move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, you can throw your hats. That concludes our ceremonies. You can come down and take pictures if you'd like. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to come to the floor and take pictures if you'd like.